What is up, Pokefans? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and this is Season 7, where we climb the ranked ladder to Master Rank using a team that we built from scratch. To give you a reminder of what happened yesterday on Tuesday, we are 50 matches in, 19 and 31 is our win-loss record. Now, we did pull out a 2-3 victory last video, and I'm hoping we continue on with this trend all the way through so we can keep up with the wins and loss records, because some of these matches, oh my god, there's been no significant changes to the team. So without further ado, let's get into our first match and see how it goes.
You go 2 for Gigantic Sprite. Oh, he's got the ultimate. That's a nice looking card.
That's beautiful.
And on that, Raymond stops. Have a good think about it. He's going to go with Wandering Griffin Rider.
This is the only opportunity after, if he activates it after, it's not going to be possible. So this is the only opportunity for that Griffin Rider before the activation of the Gigantic Sprite.
And you saw it there on top of Kamal's deck, the emergency teleport. So as if Sprite with its 3 Sprite starters wasn't good enough, why don't we add 3 more?
All right, our first match is here. We've got Fluttermane, Iron Bundle, Chi-Yu, Golden Go, Grimmsnarl, and Amoonguss. Oof. 2 of the fastest Pokemon in the whole game, plus 2 of the strongest special attackers in the game as well, and 2 supporters. Neat. So what am I gonna do here? What am I going to do here? I kind of feel like bringing out Torkoal would probably be like the best one. But I don't really know how to get rid of like Chi-Yu. Golden Go? I mean, Golden Go is probably easy to take out with a fire attack, but I don't know. I don't know. In any event, we're going to start off with Torkoal. Fluttermane, I think that's the kind of like the choice there. We'll also bring in Jumpluff for the back. And we doesn't have a lot of physical attackers, so Gyarados isn't good here. Chiampao might be good here, but he does have a couple of Pokemon that are weak against Earth that are ground attacks, so I'm going to bring that. Let's see what happens now. 2 names I can't read. Chi-Yu and Grimmsnarl. Okay. Torkoal and Fluttermane. Let's go. Beats Ruin, lower down special defensive all surrounding Pokemon except for itself. Drought comes in after Torkoal, which Fluttermane's Photosynthesis will gladly take advantage of. Now, Chi-Yu isn't really affected by a lot of the attacks that I currently have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to overheat the... No. I should do Eruption, but I'm probably not going to do that, because Chi-Yu is quite powerful. I think we Helping Hand and Moonblast Grimmsnarl. Light Screen will go up to prevent special attacks, which is totally fine. Moonblast will now go right into that slot and will knock out Grimmsnarl. Way to go. And are you going to overheat on the Fluttermane? We'll knock out the Fluttermane, unfortunately, but that's okay. With the harsh stat drops, though, with overheat, It's now -2. So now we'll bring out Great Tusk. And they sent out a Pokemon I can't read. Iron Bundle. Oh, yay. Orc Drive is now active. Speed is heightened. And my photosynthesis now wakes up. My attack is heightened. I think Eruption would be good here, and then Terra Fire to close combat would be the best option. Because Iron Bundle right now has a beat on our team by a considerable amount because of the fact that, one, it speeds at 309, which outspeeds everything on my side of the field outside of Jumpluff, which isn't on the field right now. They're gonna Terra, which is great. Is it Chi-Yu? No, it's Iron Bundle. And it's Poison. Okay. Interesting. I think that annihilates the fighting aspect. It might, but if I did Headlong Rush there, it would have put him in a worse situation. But he could still use like Hydro Pump to either take out Torkoal or Great Tusk. Because I didn't want to have ×2 to Ice, which is why I predicted that. Yes! So Close Combat goes into that slot. Will not do as much. Lowers down my defenses. Overheat will now go into that slot, which is going to do neutral. It'll... No, it was not effective, but... Ooh, even with this... Ooh, interesting. That's good to know. Even with the -2 special attack and the -2 there. But now we get an Eruption, which is definitely going to hurt. Takes down the Iron Bundle. Doesn't do anything to the Chi-Yu, unfortunately, but he is locked into Overcharge. Overheat. So it's probably Scarfed or something else. I'm not 100% sure, but we are down to our last 2 Pokemon on each side. So it is Amoonguss and Jumpluff. This is a very interesting thing because now we're just going to sit here and just like go off of each other. He used his Terra, I believe. Yes, he did. And I used mine. So literally it comes down to who's faster, the Amoonguss or the Torkoal. Because that Eruption is going to do a lot of damage. And the Amoonguss is faster. Interesting. Torkoal is fast asleep. And now we're going to go ahead and do the Eruption again. And we're going to do the Tailwind next. So now Torkoal is going to be faster. Protect. Good. That's a good call. I use Tailwind. Here goes Chi-Yu. They're still asleep. Torkoal, my man, are you gonna wake up now? He did, and here comes the Eruption from downtown. Wait, I can't tell if he's awake or not. His eyes are just perpetually closed. That's so sad to see. Like, Torkoal, are you awake over there, my man? All right, we're gonna go straight into Eruption again, and we're gonna Pollen Puff. Yeah, we're gonna Pollen Puff that slot just to kind of make him a little bit weaker. Chi-Yu right now is really annoying to deal with. There you go. Now you're in the yellow. And he's still asleep. Yes, let's go. Oh, and the double KO right there from downtown. Let's go. Torkoal, my man, and someone got critted. I don't know who, but someone got critted. I can't read that, so you guys will have to let me know in the comments if you can read I want to say that's Japanese, but I'm not sure. I can't read it, so that's all I know.
In the form of emergency teleport.
Is it really worth it for just summoning on a level 2 Gamma?
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? You can say that about Sprite Starter as well. You know, I mean, you're just summoning out a level 2 monster. Sometimes it gets you another card. Sometimes it's your other thing. But what you need is just level 2s.
It's true.
You just need to keep going beyond if your opponent stops you with something like an Ash Blossom.
Or Book of Moon.
Or Book of Moon,
oh, yeah,
for example.
Like that. Okay.
Like, if your first card gets flipped face down, you just need to keep continuing.
I mean, if you're already playing the Psyframe driver and the Psyframe Gear Gamma, it just makes sense to just put it in just to get the monster out.
And it's been popular specifically against Kashtira. There's a lot of stuff you can do to just force them into the Gamma, especially because of Rise Heart's mandatory trigger, for instance.
But right now we're seeing the Tri-Brigade monsters come out, and we also have Pit Knight.
I love this too, the Pit Knight early. So it doesn't have to be your opponent's monster that it points to that activates its effect. So you can do something like this where you have IP Masquerena and early there, and activate IP and then chain early to zero out and negate the effect of something your opponent has.
Mm-hmm. And we just got the...
Yeah, so Nerval was sent to the graveyard.
There's Bearbrum. So there's a Tri-Brigade Revolt added to hand. That's, although you might be locked into level 2s normally.
Here we are, second match of the video. We've got Iron Valiant, Iron Moth, Iron Hands, Iron Bundle, Garchomp, and Dragonite. Okay, so there's a lot of iron things on that side of the field, so it's going to be really, really interesting to have to deal with this entire team. But I think the best option that we have to deal with all of these Pokemon, I mean, we could bring in Torkoal again to have like a decent advantage, which I believe is going to be our best bet. So we're going to walk in with Torkoal and Great Tusk this time, with Jumpluff in the back, and there's 1, 2, 4 physical attackers. I mean, Iron Violent's a physical attacker, right? It's like, just to be on the safe side, we'll say 3 and 3, because I don't know. We'll bring in Qian Pao, because there is Dragonite in the back, or could be Dragonite, could be also brought out right off the bat, right? It's going to be either Terra Flying or Terra Normal. You could do other things as well, but I think that's going to be the thing. We're going to bring in our 4 and hope that it comes out to our favor. I'm really liking how Jumpluff and like Torkoal are working right now. I think that's pretty dope. And then we can also obviously get Helping Hand to just like knock out a Pokemon right away, which is what I love doing. Hopefully it's not Iron Bundle. Iron Valiant and Iron Moth right off the bat. Okay, gotcha. Cool. We're going to bring out the Drought. Nothing over on their side activated yet. We'll see. Work Tribe on the Iron Moth. Special attack was heightened. Gotcha. Okay. So I'm going to have to make like a dumb play here. So Protect on Torkoal. Earthquake? Rock Slide. That's not very effective. Headlock. Yeah, we're gonna hit the Iron Moth. We're gonna Protect on Torkoal. Give him a turn to like relax a little bit. And we're going to hit straight into... Oh, the Wide Guard kicks in and I am completely shut down. No. Dang it. Good call. Good call. Dang it, I forgot that Iron Valiant has wide guard. And what did he do? Oh. Oh, there goes Great Tusk. Right off the bat. Just oof. Get out of here. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Okay. Then I'll bring in Jump Bluff. Who is my supporter. We will go ahead and use Overheat. I mean, we can't protect. That's a fire Pokemon. It would be really bad to have him. Yeah, we'll get set up there. And we will Sleep Powder the Iron Moth. Wide guard again. Good call, but I'm going to Sleep Powder your Iron Moth, so it's not going to do as much damage. Iron Moth is asleep. And I did do Eruption, so that was the right call, for sure. I need to get rid of this Iron Valiant, like, immediately now. So I'll focus on that. And I'll do Tailwind to increase my side of the speed tier. Now that Jump Bluff is out. With your Iron Moth to do what? Iron Bundle. Yay. Yay me. Wide guard again. Good call, but I learned from the last 2 turns. And that does not have Quark Drive, so its speed is 205. Ooh, dropping Iron Violet down to 1 HP, so the Focus Sash now procs. Switched out by the Eject Pack. Now we'll bring out Chanpo. Now Shadow Sneak should be coming out to break the Sash. So I'm going to plan for that. And I'm going to Sleep Powder the Iron Bundle. Probably doesn't have safety goggles. If it does, I totally misread. But if it doesn't, this read is going to be really, really good. Because I can effectively take down 2 Pokemon next turn. They're going to Terra. It's going to be the Iron Bundle to Berry. Okay. Come on, Sleep Powder. Protect on Chanpao. Sleep Powder goes off. Yes, thank you. But that wasn't Shadow Sneak. It was not Shadow Sneak. Spirit Break. Gotcha. And Iron Bundle is asleep. Woo! Woo! Okay. That worried me just a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and Ice Spinner the Iron Valiant. We're gonna Terra Water and Giga Drain the Iron Bundle. I do not like the fact that I just left like Jump Bluff like completely like unaffected for a little bit here. So I'm gonna Terra Water so that if the Iron Bundle somehow wakes up, it doesn't do Freeze Dry right into the slot. And even now, I just think about it, I probably did that wrong. But at least it's not 4 times. It's still 2 times, but it's not 4 times. So we'll take down the Iron Violet. They're gone. Iron Bundle did wake up, and it was Terra Blast. It's going to go into the Chanpao slot. Drops it down to a Sash. Sunlight has faded. but I still have Tailwind. But I can also do this too. Since the Iron Bundle is now awake, I need to make a critical move here. So instead of having Qian Pao out now, I need to retreat it to bring out Torkoal to double speed for Jumpluff. And once that happens, I'll have an easier chance of getting Sleep Powder to go off. They have a really hard choice here because they could bring in the Pokemon that I slept before, which I believe was... Nope, it was not Pokemon I thought it was. Good call, but I'm going to bring out this Pokemon. And I'm going to Sleep Powder the Iron Bundle. They can click Fake Out, which may go into the Jumpluff slot. Sleep Powder will go off. Putting back Iron Bundle back to sleep. You just have a nap there. They didn't click Fake Out, by the way. So now they can't for the rest of the battle until they switch them out. Electric Terrain. Good call. You automatically get your Quark Drive now. Still asleep. Special attack was heightened. Gotcha. And what's yours? Attack was heightened. Okay. And you rock something else? Electric Seed. Oh. Your thing was boosted. Your defense was boosted. Neat. Okay. We'll go ahead and just click Eruption. And we will Sleep Powder. No, we'll Tailwind first. I'm now in a very bad position here. Freeze Drive for 1, and Thunder Punch or any or Wild Charge, whatever comes out of Iron Hands. Wild Charge will now go into Jumpluff, and he will not live, unfortunately. Ooh. Jumpluff, you did really, really well. I'm very proud of you. Iron Hands was hit by the recoil. Not enough to knock it out, but hit nonetheless. Torkoal, go ahead and just use another... Oh, come on. Use Eruption. No one hit him. No one hit him for a lot. It's now Qian Pao and Torkoal. Can we do this? I only need one more win to hit Master Ball. Come on, guys. We can do this. What are you going to do? I think it's 3-2. And I'm protecting with Qian Pao, thinking that they might attack into that slot. Checked itself. Iron Bundle is still asleep. I attack before Iron Hands, which means I knocked both these people out. Booyah! Get out of here. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Jumpluff, for the Tailwind. Oh my god. I completely botched that. I should not. Oh man. Woo. Okay. Okay. Who was the last Pokemon again? I don't remember. It should be 1 and 2 now. Who was it? Iron Moth. Iron Moth was the other Pokemon. That's right. Electric Field is still out, which means Iron Moth would get a boost from from Quark Drive, which it's only special attack, but it's at full health. That full health. That's a lot of health. It's asleep though. And nothing I do really hits it for a lot. Why? Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? I don't like this. Like at all. I'm gonna go with the eruption still. And let's go for the stab move. Ice spinner. Into that slot. Oh, it's still gonna do a lot. That's a lot. That's it. Oh, that was a crit too. Ow. Oh, and I took away the... Yes. 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 Iron Moth is still asleep. Oh, yes. Let's go. And here's an eruption, which will get the KO. We did it. Oh my god. Torkoal MVP, but now here's this like, well, no, he got swapped out, but MVP, man, let's go. Master Ball tier, ladies and gentlemen. And we are literally 10,360 people. Are you kidding me? Oh, we did it, guys. We're Master Ball rank with the team that we built from scratch. Oh my god. We got 3 more battles to do. Get into it. All right, and our third match has Chien-Pao, Talonflame, Meowscarada, Annihilate, Screamtail, and Golden Go. Okay, so we do have a strong Tailwind compadre, and we also do have someone that is going to put a lot of pressure, and not only with like Disable and Encore, but Taunt and Tailwind, and it maybe some Will-O-Wisp too. So, and we also do have that auto critter. Yeah, Scrata, you Flower Trick, automatic crit, moves first. God, it's so strong. So freaking strong. Okay, let's go with Torkoal Fluttermane first. They can take down the Talonflame. Set up with the Great Tusk in the back, and Jump Pluff after that. I think that's going to be the play here. We could go with something a little more solid. I'm not 100% sure how Meowscarada is going to work. Annihilate could be a bulk up, but he's usually teamed up with like Mousehold. But with Screamtail, it could be the thing that balances them out. But again, right now I'm mostly worried about Talonflame, Meowscarada, and Screamtail. Meowscarada I shouldn't be worried about, but I am. But he did have Chien-Pao in his team as well. So Golden Go and Screamtail is going to be what he sends out first. I'm going to bring out Fluttermane and Torkoal. Put an immediate pressure on his side of the field. So Photosynthesis kicks off, and now it is speed that gets increased, but it does not outspeed Fluttermane's, I think. We're gonna go with the overheat for Golden Go, and we're going to go ahead and use Shadow Ball. I mean, Shadow Ball does hit both. Yeah, Shadow Ball into the Screamtail. I want to try to do damage and be consistent with the damage. So Overheat went into Golden Go, so if he protects, nothing happens. But if I go into the Scream Tail and nothing happens, I still do damage to one or both of them. Withdrew Golden Go, which is totally fine, to bring out Talonflame. That's a good switch-in option. I like it. Shadow Ball will now go into Scream Tail, which will almost get the KO, but I think that's that's not the Focus Sash. It is not. Fluttermane is now paralyzed, so now it'll move kind of last. And Talonflame just avoids Overheat. Okay. But now I have a problem with that. So I'm going to go ahead and Shadow Ball Talonflame, because he could use Tailwind. I could also use Brave Bird, Taunt, anything along the like. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the Eruption to hit the both. Acrobatics. Drops down to 10. Disable. That'll ruin Fluttermane a little bit. Okay, Shadow Ball was disabled. She can't attack. But now here comes the Eruption. Nice try on the Acrobatics. That means you don't have an item, because otherwise that wouldn't have done so much. But my Fluttermane is pretty good. Otherwise, you were thinking that I was going to do the switch out, which then would have been the case there. All right, so we'll do this instead. I will go ahead and use Eruption again. Actually, should I use Eruption? He'll probably attack Torkoal. I mean, it's still a little bit of damage if he does, but I'll swap this Pokemon out to be Lion is still best against grass, isn't it? It is. Yeah, we'll swap. We'll have to swap to Great Tusk. I can't lose Fluttermane at this point in time. And because it's disable, I can't use any moves. So we'll go into Great Tusk. Hopefully he doesn't attack into that slot again. If he does, he might have just did the read. But he's going to Terra. Interesting. My Photosynthesis went off, by the way. Great Tusk went up in attack. And it's Toxic Annihilate. So Poison type Terra on my man Annihilate here. It'll do Acrobatics into the Great Tusk, and it's super effective, but he will live. And Poison Jab right into the Torkoal slot. Does a little bit of damage. Not too much to worry about it, but does a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do, well, what's gonna happen? I think Great Tusk is in trouble now. We're gonna swap to Jumpluff here, and I outspeed for sure. And we're gonna go ahead and use Rock Slide. He did not use Tailwind. 100% has not used Tailwind yet. But we'll go into Jumpluff to save Torkoal a little bit. Rock Slide will go out and miss the Annihilate, but it will hit the Talonflame, knocking him out. Annihilate now use Rage Fist. Goes right into the Jumpluff. Does a little bit of damage, not too much. Now we'll send out the Golden Go. Hello, Golden Go. We're going to go ahead and Pollen Puff the Great Tusk. And we're going to... Oh, I'm locked into Rock Slide. Oh. Right. All right, Rock Slide it is. Let's go. There you go. Great Tusk. Go up in a little bit of HP there. Rock Slide into the slots. A little bit of damage to the Annihilate. Shadow Ball will hit Great Tusk right in the face. And does not KO it, but lowers down its special defenses. Poison Jab again. Will go into the Jumpluff slot, which will knock it out because it is super effective. Sunlight has faded. Photosynthesis has worn off. And Golden Go has leftovers. Interesting. We're bringing Fluttermane. We'll do Shadow Ball to the Golden Go. Swap out Great Tusk for Torkoal. Hopefully this gives us the speed that we need to be able to outspeed the Golden Go. Speed was heightened. Oh, it did, but I'm paralyzed. God dang it. Oh, man. Shadow Ball will go right into that slot, though, and will not KO the Torkoal, but Rage Fist will get a knockout here from the Fluttermane, which is sad. That's sad. Sad panda. But now we get to have a little bit more fun. Golden goes at full HP, but now I'm going to bring out Great Tusk again. And none of those guys have a priority move, so they can't just knock out Great Tusk because he could. I'm going to click into their Earthquake, and I'm going to protect. Right now, Eruption does nothing. Overheat does do quite a bit of damage, but it's not going to really do anything here. It can either protect or just accept the loss of maybe both Pokemon. I don't know if it'll kill Golden Go outright. If Torkoal had a little bit more HP, maybe I could see it doing it, but not at this low. But here comes the Earthquake. Torkoal's blocking it, and we'll almost KO both. Golden Go holds on by a thread. Oh, man. Just like a helping hand would have been like great there. Shadow Ball will go right into that slot, knocking him out. And that is the game. Anything I bring out now is going to be outsped. I wasn't able to get Tailwind up. I decided to do Pollen Puff instead of Tailwind. Tailwind should have been the best option, but... Oh, it's down to our last Pokemon too? Oh, that's dope. That's so dope. Oh, man. You know what? In the off chance that it's going to miss, we're just going to Terra Fire Overheat for no reason. Shadow Ball don't miss. It's 100% accurate. That's why everyone has it. It ain't going to miss. If Torkoal can somehow manage to stay on for longer, then why not? Shadow Ball doesn't miss. But there is game 3, ladies and gentlemen. That was a hard fought thing. I am... if I would have just attacked, wouldn't have survived. I mean, it probably would have died if I did Helping Hand, but I didn't check to see that was the last one.
But that's not going to really matter once you pass turn.
Yep. Yeah, everyone's going to take a look at early here. You don't see her too much, but she is quite strong if you can set up the right circumstance for it. And I think...
Alrighty, and our fourth match is up and ready to go. We've got Grimmsnarl, Glimmora, Annihilate, Garganacl, Chien-Pao, and Fluttermane. Interesting choice of Pokemon here. Okay, so we're going to bring in the Torkoal Fluttermane to deal with the oppressive presence of, you know, Grimmsnarl, which is a good Pokemon, but it's like, ugh, gets knocked out so easily. Everything else, though, is kind of like up in the air, so to speak. We'll bring in Jumpluff to help out with that, and let's see. I think we go in with with Great Tusk again. I've been having like really good luck with him. But maybe Chien-Pao would be really beneficial? I mean, every one of them are physical Pokemon, so would it be best to bring in Gyarados instead of Jumpluff? No, I would like the speed tier. I like being speedy and just doing just a little bit, a wee bit more damage. But that priority move though, that beneficial, is that something that we should have? You know what? I'm going to say it is. Let's do it. I'll bring in Chien-Pao. I'll bring in Chien-Pao. Start off physically and then end, or start off special and then end physically. Yeah, we'll give that a shot. Let's see. We'll see if this works. Garganacl and Grimmsnarl. Torkoal and Fluttermane. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna start off the fight by using, I mean, we could start off by using Overheat in the Garganacl, which would be really beneficial. Yes, we're gonna do that. We're gonna Moonblast the Grimmsnarl after that. Now, Grimmsnarl does have Fake Out. He could Fake Out the Torkoal, which is totally fine. It just makes it so I don't switch out right away. But he goes into the Light Screen, stops special attacks, goes right into Grimmsnarl, will live this time. Ooh. We'll drop the special attack though, and Salt Cure will go into Torkoal. Totally fine, super effective. But now I'm going to Overheat into that slot. Hit him for just a wee bit. But I'm switching out due to Eject Pack. And I'm going to come in with Chien-Pao. And he's got leftovers for Garganacl. He's like just a special boy. Just a special boy. And we're going to go ahead and Ice Spinner. Well, let's see. If I Ice Spinner into Grimmsnarl, Moonblast does still hurt the Garganacl. So I'm going to Sacred Sword it. Oh, Garganacl's hurt. Oh, okay. Never mind then. We'll Moonblast into the Grimmsnarl unless he switches out, and Protect will happen on the Garganacl. Good, because I was going to Sacred Sword you right in the face. And Reflect will now happen with the Grimmsnarl. So he's got both shields up, totally fine. And probably will have Light Clay, so it's 8 turns instead of 5. Probably. Don't quote me, but probably. We will find out later in the battle. And Purifying Salt stops him from being slept. Just putting it out there. I learned my lesson. Twice. Okay. So Glimmora is now hits the field. We're going to hit Garganacl again. And we're going to hit Glimmora with nothing because apparently, I know, I just wanted to see if it does something. Jeez. I think we can go into Glimmora. Not Glimmora, but Jumpluff. I think that's the play here. No, we will. Oops. We're gonna knock out this this Garganacl. That's what we'll do first. We'll knock him out, and then worry about whatever Glimmora is gonna do. Taro will now go onto the Garganacl, which will change his weaknesses. So now he is water, which is totally fine. Moonblast into that slot. Does about half. Little more than half. Now Sacred Sword, right into that slot. We'll drop him just a little bit more. Sludge Bomb will now hit Fluttermane. And Salt Cure will now go into that Fluttermane slot. Oh, dropping him to 4. He's out of here. He's out of here. Bye, Fluttermane. You did well, but you didn't survive. Did not survive very long. Okay. Now we'll bring out... Torkoal's not going to really help now. We'll bring out the Jumpluff. And I'm going to Sleep Powder that Glimmora. How much time do I have in the sun? 2 more turns. Gotcha. Ice Spinner. Nope. Sacred Sword. And Sleep Powder. Glimmora, do you have safety goggles? You do Spiky Shield. Good call. And, oh, you went with the double protect. You want more HP for leftovers. Good call. So Spiky Shield poisons people if they make physical contact, by the way. It's either that or it's kind of like Rocky Helmet or Rough Skin. It's like one of those. But we'll go right back into doing that. And we'll try this again. So Glimmora, go to sleep. Unless you have safety goggles. And then which, don't go to sleep. Just hang out. Have some fun. But everyone uses Toxic Debris with Glimmora. So it's really hard to go at it physically. But Glimmora's gonna sleep. Garganacle's gonna recover. Oh. And the sunlight faded. Good stall for the sunlight. Good stall. Terra. Well, that's not gonna really do anything. Very effective. I could Sucker Punch. Is Salt here an attack? Yeah, it is. Has to be. Has to be. I'm just gonna Giga Drain. It protects again. No. Doubled into that slot. And Glimmora is still asleep. Okay. So it's back to full. Like I didn't do anything to it. Okay. Swap out to Torkoal. And does this hurt both? Nope, just the one. Alright. Come on out, Torkoal. Bring out the sun. And give Jumpluff a little boost. Glimmora is still asleep. My man. Salt Cure. On the Torkoal. Or Jumpluff. Sorry. Now I'm not going to Terra him to water. I believe that does more damage if I do. But I'm going to Eruption. And I'm going to on pop the Torkoal. Because I can't sleep Garganacl. Purifying Salts doesn't allow me to. You called it. God dang it. But I'm going to heal Torkoal. Glimmora woke up too. And Power Gem. Right into the... Oh, god dang it. God dang it. Why can't I get over this Pokemon? Oh, light screen wore off. Oh, interesting. How interesting. Probably been easier if I brought in Great Tusk, but it would have been still so annoying. Still 3-2. Sacred Sword into the Garganacl, and we're gonna go ahead and just Sleep Powder the Glimmora again. Oh, he avoids it. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. Sacred Sword right into the Garganacl. Doesn't do anything. Power Gem goes right into Jump Bluff. And are you going to Rock Salt? Oh, Salt here. Rock Salt, same thing. Super effective. Garganacl, man. I hope he sees more play. I want people to be more being able to deal with him, because this is annoying. Like, the more people play like a certain Pokemon, the less people will bring it in. So now that it's gone, like, we're running from this fight. Like, there's no way to pass it. 3 versus 1, and I'm Salt cured. Like, just no. There's no way.
What leads people to underestimate her is that they think of, well, this is going to be the first thing I summon. It's going to be the extra monster zone. My opponent's never going to put something somewhere where she points to. But that's not how you're meant to use this card. You're supposed to use it as like a secondary link monster that's pointing to your own monster that you're going to use the effect of.
Does this card need to chain directly to the activation?
Yes.
So there is a little window of opportunities to kind of block that effect.
It's like Thunder Dragon Titan.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, we're going into battle phase.
Yep.
That's going to force the activation of...
All right, our 5th and final match is ready to go. We've got Gyarados, Arcanine, Fluttermane, Tyranitar, Chien-Pao, and Garchomp. Neat. Okay, so we've got Switch-In support, we've got Weather support, a Speedster, so Fluttermane, and someone that drops defenses, which is Chien-Pao, and then we have Garchomp. Garchomp will do Garchomp things. It's something that I appreciate all the more. In fact, this is going to be a very interesting team to beat, but I think we'll have an easier chance doing our open of Torkoal Fluttermane, because Fluttermane's weak against Fluttermane, Tyranitar's weak against Fluttermane, Garchomp's weak against Fluttermane. Bring in Great Tusk for Arcanine, Tyranitar, as well as Chien-Pao. Gyarados could also be weak against Fluttermane just because, you know, Thunderbolt. But what's a good 4th? What is a good 4th? I probably think Jump Bluff is a good 4th. I wouldn't want to bring in my own Gyarados or Chien-Pao just because of the fact that I think that in this, against this team, I don't think it's going to be a huge benefit, but I could maybe, if this was a best out of 3, I could probably see myself bringing in next one. But since it's not a best out of 3, I kind of have to, you know, guess. So we'll see. Arcanine and Gyarados against my Fluttermane and Torkoal. So Intimidate, double Intimidate's gonna drop on the field, but the Gyarados is immediately put into pressure. But the Torkoal now gets to swap out because, you know, of its, you know, escape pack. And now you don't have the Torkoal to worry about. You now have Great Tusk to worry about. So I immediately put these people into range effectively. So Great Tusk, now attack goes up, and we have a speed increase for Fluttermane. So I'm going to Headlong Rush into the Arcanine, and I'm going to Thunderbolt into the Gyarados. And I'm the fastest thing on the field. Now Gyarados could live against a Thunderbolt, but is it going to live a Spect Thunderbolt? We'll see. You will see. What are you going to choose? I should have... Arcanine gets withdrawn, and he's probably going to throw out Tyranitar. Okay. Ruins the weather. So Sandstream does kick in. So Photosynthesis goes off on both Pokemon, which is totally fine. Protect on the Gyarados, so you now live 1 turn. And now does T-Tar live 1 turn? Does not. That is a super effective. Whoa. Get out of here, T-Tar. Even with your nonsense of changing the weather, you got raffle stomped. Okay. And now my Pokemon get hit by the weather. And so does he. Oh, cool. Great Tusk didn't get hit because he's ground. Neat. Here comes Garchomp. Interesting. So Rock Slide would be the best one to do with here, but I can't do that. Garchomp cannot hurt Flutter Mane, but he does know Iron Head, but I currently outspeed him. The only way that he could outspeed me is with the Scarf. And if it's Scarf, then I know what to do next. If it's not, I'm okay. Withdrew Gyarados. Brings out the Arcanine again. This will definitely hurt Great Tusk. Does nothing to the Flutter Mane. Iron Head goes right. Okay. You are scarfed. Gotcha. Now I know what to do with you. Headlong Rush will go right into that slot. You are now locked into that scarf. And a rough skin now hurts. We'll swap the weather again. And our weather is going to be the best weather. And we're going to Headlong Rush right into Arcanine. Actually, we should Headlong Rush into Garchomp. And we're going to Helping Hand Great Tusk. We're going to knock out this Garchomp right now. Now, I know that... okay, Garchomp gets sent back. Good call. Good call. That's a great call. I should attack the Arcanine. You drop his attacks now. That's 2. But now with the Helping Hand goes into the Garchomp, or goes into the Great Tusk, that goes into the Flying Gyarados. Oh, would have lost anyway. You know what? I'm okay with this exchange then, because I would have lost that anyway. But now you ran out of a Protect. So there's that. And I'm going to swap Oracle for Jumpluff. You're probably going to switch Arcanine out again for Garchomp. And then attack with Gyarados. But I'm going to switch in with Jumpluff now. Headlong Rush right into the Arcanine. Will not get the KO, but gets pretty close. Again, I should have Terra'd, but I don't want to. Waterfall right into the Great Tusk, which will let it live. And Howl will now go off of that slot. Okay. What do we do here? I need to swap him out. And we're going to then sleep the Arcanine. He could have safety goggles. If he does, then that's totally fine. That means I just use that Terra for next turn. I already clicked it, so I couldn't, take it back. But we're going to take back Great Tusk so we can switch him out of Headlong Rush because he only has one more attack. But we put it in this slot, so if the Will-O-Wisp does come out or anything else... Oh, he swapped him out. Good. Here comes the Garchomp, which I'm going to put to sleep right now. Night-night. Leaving the Gyarados alone. Goes in the Thunder Wave, right into Jumpluff. You know what? I'm totally okay with that. I'm totally okay with that. Because now I can go... Eruption. Terra Eruption. And Tailwind. Because now that the sun is out, I get double speed, and I'm going to Tailwind to double that speed. So even with Thunder Wave, I should be able to outspeed them regardless. That's the thought process. Now, Garchomp's asleep. He could swap out to do something else. Doesn't seem like that's happening, though. Terra Fire. Excuse me. Garchomp is fast asleep because he's scarfed. Tailwind now goes up. Waterfall. I'll go some Torkoal. Does a little bit of damage, not too much. Eruption. Does a considerable amount of damage. We'll now do Eruption again. And this time... Wait, what do I do? Garchomp could wake up. But I'm going to Sleep Powder the Gyarados. I would Pollen Puff. Jumpluff couldn't move because it was paralyzed. But I did go first. Garchomp is still asleep. I was going to Pollen Puff the Torkoal. So now... Oh, Torkoal flinched, couldn't move. And the Sunlight faded. Okay. Protect here. Swap here. He withdrew Garchomp. He was probably thinking that I would swap in. But now... Intimidate drops. Good. Because now Jumpluff is going to leave. Come back into Great Tusk. Protect. Waterfall. Until that slot does nothing. Torkoal will now leave the field. Brings back Jumpluff. And Great Tusk. Now Earthquakes. Withdrew Arcanine. Save him from the minuses. Here comes the Jumpluff. Earthquake from the Great Tusk. Goodbye, Garchomp. Waterfall on the Great Tusk. Tailwind's gone. Oh, that's funny. That didn't happen last time. Sleep Powder the Arcanine. Yes. And we'll protect the Torkoal. Sleep Powder goes into the Arcanine, misses because of safety goggles. Called it. And now he's gonna get Flare Blisted. Flare Blisted. Not Flare Blitzed, Flare Blisted. Boom! Knockout. That would have been the better thing to save the Terra to her, but I was hoping to do a little bit more damage with the Torkoal. But the recoil from Oh, it just doesn't. Oh, man. Why? That's totally fine. This was a great match. Woo! I almost won this one. If this was a 2 out of 3, I think I would have picked the second one. Because dang. Whew. Good game. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be our 5 matches for today. I want to thank you guys for watching and enjoying this journey with me. It's been really fun. We are now Master Rank in Season 7, using a team that we built from scratch. Now we can kind of play with the team however we want and kind of see what would work and what wouldn't work throughout the rest of the month. I mean, it's only, I don't know, it's the 14th of July. I still have 16 days to play with in this season before Regulation D comes out. That's pretty dope, if you ask me. So that's it. I'm going to leave the questions off to you. How'd you like the video? What would you make changes to the team? Because right now, I kind of like where it's at. There's a couple of things that I would like to try out for Jump Off, but I want to make sure that it actually works before I try it out on the ranked ladder. Because if it doesn't work like in testing, I'm definitely not going to bring it to the rank ladder. So there's that. Since we're in Master Rank now, we can do a little bit more fun things, I guess. Well, I consider them fun. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it and consider that fun too. But that's it. That's all that I've got today. The video is over, unfortunately. But anyways, thank you guys again for watching. Like it if you like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Leave a comment down below. I do read them and I do reply to them as much as I can. Depends on where I'm at during the work days. And if you like what you see, subscribe. It helps out the channel. We try to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. We're still in June, so I could totally see that happening. But you know, yeah. And you can also stay up to date when I decide to release content. I do release more than just Pokemon stuff, but I did see that you guys didn't really watch that one, so maybe not continue on with that series. But till then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. It'll be Thursday, and we'll have some more Pokemon fun. And maybe release this 6 days a week. I'm not 100% sure. I kind of like having the weekends off. But anyway, whatever you guys think, leave it down in the comments. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Till then, have a great day. Peace.